Spanish minor. No matter how you speak Spanish. I'll bring it around here. Just so you guys want Oh, wait.
I wouldn't go to work for that shit.
Welcome back to Beery Good Entertainment, everybody. This is episode 80, recorded on April 18th. This is our entertainment show, and today I'm here with my really good friend Lola. Hi, Lola. How you doing?
I am okay. I've been spending most of the day trying to fix my new podcast.
Oh my, that must be a pain in the absolute rear end. Well, you know, I have to say you don't look like you spent an entire amount of time fixing anything because you look so nice today.
Thank you. Even with my house dress.
Your house dress, your makeup, your hair, you're rocking it.
I just need a bonbon. That's all I need. I look like a classy, housewife. Give me my bonbon. Watching Wheel of Fortune. That's what
having
I
a
look like.
having a fancy beer
Or a glass of wine.
or a glass
Even
of
though I
wine.
even though I got all that beer, I've been kind of burpy today, belchy. So I decided not to drink a beer right now. I got my favorite winery, San Sebastian. Oh, you see?
Oh,
It's their port.
nice.
It's their
San
port.
Sebastian Port.
They're the best. They're from St. Augustine, and I've been to the place. It's really nice, and so I'm just gonna pour it. I guess I don't really need to do all this stuff because it's wine, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna pour it. It's a very nice brownish red color. This stuff is the best. Port's become my new favorite one.
Ooh. How thick is it?
Um, Pretty thick. Uh, it's almost black. Really.
Yeah, it does look really dark.
Yeah, it looks like they use like dark grapes. It's almost like currants or something. Oh, it smells so sweet and so just so good. Oh, it's toasty. It just it tastes really good. Really, really good.
I'm a little jealous because port is like it's on our list of like no-nos now.
I know. It should be on my list too. I know.
So like I have to live vicariously through you. My mouth is watering at the thought of a nice rich port wine.
It's so good. I know. I'm just gonna try to drink this amount. I mean, oh,
Well, I have because we went down to Bayway and Bayway was lucky enough to get in a shipment of Boneyard beer. This is
oh,
this is Hop Venom. It's a they call it a double IPA. It's 9%.
uh huh.
Uh, Definitely to me, imperial.
Okay.
And I do need to share. I mean, got to be nice. And there we go. It is got that lovely golden orange.
Pretty, kind of a burnt orange.
And it's really good when you're holding it from here and the aroma of malty hops is, citrusy. Yeah. This is like sniffing California.
Nice. Okay. Sniff all the way down from San Diego to
All the way to
top.
San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Go and I'm gonna feed the producer. Always feed your producers.
Good idea.
Maybe a little grassiness, which I always like in an IPA.
Okay.
Always. 3 ounces. Hi,
Grass-fed
Cybernaut.
IPA.
Yeah, 3 ounces of venom. Actually, I was nice. I gave him half of hop venom, even though I want to keep it all for myself. Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Wow. There's an almost nuttiness to hop venom that comes, I know, directly from the hops. Lots of citrus, lots of orange, lots of sweet, plenty of malt. But then there's like this bare hint overtone of something like toasted nuts and grass about it, which I find really pleasant. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't lose you. Okay. For a second, I thought we lost you.
Okay. Where am I? What's going on? I'm trying to get to the chat. I'm on Twitch, and I'm like, okay, there's the chat. I'm gonna see if I can break it out.
Cider boys know how to party. 3 liters of cider for €4. Oh.
Aww.
Chuck's Ramus. Chase saying, you have to be careful. Normally you'd get drunk on a packet of wine gums.
Oh.
Everybody in Ireland to know what that means. Mm. Well, I have to give a shout out to somebody on YouTube, on one of our YouTube videos. Finding Normal had been asking for a recommendation to replace Widmer's Burr, and finally found him Ninkasi's Dawn of the Red. And Finding Normal really liked it. I'm very happy that you liked the recommendation. Don't forget, if you are looking for recommendations, feel free to contact us on YouTube, on Twitter, even through Twitch, and we'll be happy to try anything that we have access to that maybe you haven't tried yet. And we'll tell you straight how it is. Boy, I'm going to have to be careful with this. This is the first 9% I've had in a number of days.
Yeah, be very careful. We don't want you going over the deep end.
Oh, yeah. Well, we originally decided to watch War of the Worlds. And we wound up watching the what I didn't realize was actually an EPIX original. I just realized today that this is actually an original put out by EPIX, which is why you can't buy it on Amazon.
No, hopefully they'll have it where you can buy it maybe at another time. I don't know.
That would be
it's
nice.
also British. Yeah. I'm not sure what the British company is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's BBC, but there's some British company involved. So maybe they'll have it available at some point.
It is possible.
Canal. Canal is the British company.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it listed itself as a French adaptation, but it's in English. It does have some French in it with English subtitles, but it's not enough to turn me off, because it's only when they are in France that they're doing the subtitles, which is just fine.
Yeah, it's not too much. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't access all.
I found their website through Studio Canal.
Oh, the Canal website?
Bummers.
Yeah, I could only access 3 episodes.
So I don't know if it'll say.
I watched the first 3. Have you watched all of it?
I've just watched to, I think, episode 5. I want to be careful and not accidentally talk about something that you haven't gotten into.
Oh no, I've got all my notes in the show notes exactly to where I watched. I was pretty careful about that.
Good.
I would say this is a
good, and you did a great job with those show notes.
I would say this is a good adaptation. I'm not going to go as far as great. How about you?
I keep thinking we already saw this. It was called Falling Skies. That's what I keep thinking. I mean, it's just like Falling Skies without Noah Wyle. Even to the point of, kids being able to like somehow sense them or whatever.
Yeah, I really think this is really more about the human element than either the science or H.G. Wells' original.
Yeah,
H.G. Wells originally wrote this as a topic of what's the word I'm looking for? He wanted to talk about imperialism and military governance. So
Yeah.
There are a few little parts of it that deal with that, but really it's far more about the interaction between the people than any real political stance.
Mhm. No, I mean, we don't really see like the government or anything. It's not really political. If anything, it's more about survival, which is actually kind of appropriate considering the world we live in right now.
Sometimes it does feel a little post-apocalyptic. Sometimes, you know. Uh, well, they have some pretty good actors in here. Gabriel Byrne, Leah Drucker,
Mhm.
Ty Tennant. I really like Ty Tennant as Tom.
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Elizabeth McGovern.
Mhm.
Although, and well, I think I enjoyed Gabriel's acting a little bit more than Elizabeth's, but I enjoyed Elizabeth's
Okay.
character more. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
I like her character. Yeah, the character is a badass. She's like, F you, you know. I just, you know, we've been through a lot. She's like, Bill, why are you still around? We got divorced, remember? I don't think Bill remembers that.
I like that they took it in groups. So the groups I saw were in France. There was Catherine and her sister Sophia. We only see Sophia a brief time in the very first episode, and then I still haven't seen her after the third episode. I still don't know what happened to her. There's let's see, Bill and Helen, and Chris is Helen's new guy.
Husband, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't last very long.
No, sorry, Chris. He seemed really nice. And
did.
yeah, Bill. Oh my God. Who does that, Bill? Who does that?
Then
Bill.
There's Sarah and her kids, Emily and Tom. Her husband Stephen is
And Sarah and Bill need to be together. Sarah and Bill need to be together. They both have the same mindset. Yeah, they don't care who dies.
And Sarah's husband Stephen is I think he's in France. He's in France, but he's trying to get back to London.
He's in France.
He pisses me off.
Wasn't he working with the French lady? Wasn't he working?
He was cheating on her.
Getting mixed up, but was he?
He's cheating on Sarah.
Oh, I know that because he was in a hotel with a lady. Yeah, I knew that. He was in a hotel with a lady. But was he? I might be getting mixed up, but was he working at the French lady at that CERN type place? Was he working there, or am I getting mixed up?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I could be wrong too. I was thinking that, but I'm not sure.
It does get a little confusing, which is why I went back and rewatched it.
I should probably rewatch it because I am getting mixed up.
Let's see. Bill and Helen have to go find their son Dan, who was dumped by his boyfriend Jack. And we never see Dan. I never see Jack. Yeah, and Dan.
No, I don't think they. Yeah, I think that was just mentioned. I don't think we ever meet Jack.
And Sophia's a drug addict. As far as I think she's a drug addict.
Okay.
I don't think she's an alcoholic. I think she's a drug addict. And I think she's on methadone.
Okay. And that's what's supposed to get her off the heroin, right? Methadone?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So hopefully she can get her methadone.
Well, hopefully. Well, you know, if she is still alive, hopefully she's gonna have reality. You know, she's gonna have a hard reality check like really quick.
It's gonna be really tough.
It's gonna be really tough for her. Sarah's daughter Emily is blind, and that is super important later on.
Very relevant. Yep, very relevant.
and I was kind of looking this in a scientific way until I saw Catherine working at the satellite facility, and they said that objects
Yeah.
were coming in at 1,000 kilometers per second, and she says that's impossible. And I went, no, no, that's not impossible. No, just throw all the science out of the water. Forget it. I won't even think of this.
Yeah.
I won't pick apart science after this.
Don't even. Don't. I guess just try not to read into it. Just take it as what it was. Ooh, aliens.
Yeah, Sai,
Or
this does seem to be it was the base story of War of the Worlds, but with like far different characters in between.
Yeah.
It seems like War of the
based
World.
on it.
Doesn't it? Does it seem like War of the Worlds seems to be a favorite to pick on just to redo just for the hell of it?
I'm guessing it's in the public domain. That's probably part of the reason. So they don't have to pay for it. And it's a classic. Plus, it's got it right there in the title, War of the Worlds.
The Worlds.
War. Yep.
So here in my notes, my very first big note is Bill is a neuroscientist and a jerk.
And a bastard, yeah.
And
He's a bastard.
Because as the very first, I guess the very first attack is they had to land their drones. So that was considered an attack. It did cause a lot of damage, which obviously they didn't care about. You know, the aliens didn't care whether they caused damage. So to land their drones, and to do that, they started an electromagnetic wave that killed the big huge EMP that killed a whole lot of people.
Yeah, not just electronics. When I think of EMP, that's really, I guess, more of killing electronics, but this killed people.
Yeah, this killed people. But it had some interesting effects. One, Bill noted that the electromagnetic waveform was exactly the same as one of the other scientists' research on what he called subretinal scanning.
Yeah.
And since the retina has to do with the eyes, all of a sudden, ding! I start thinking about poor Emily, because later
the girl
on,
who's blind.
We start seeing her sight starts coming back. So obviously, that effect, it has something to do with bringing her eyesight back.
Well, and when she said it's different, so I'm thinking it's not her actual eyesight. I'm thinking it's sending some kind of pulse directly to that part of her brain. So she's actually receiving information into her brain as opposed to being through her eyes. That's what I'm thinking, maybe.
Oh, so maybe she's seeing through alien technology.
Yeah, somehow, because they say subretinal. So that makes me think, kind of beyond the retinas. So maybe it's sending information directly to that part of her brain that interprets outside data. So she's not really seeing it as she would if she were using her retinas. She's getting the information from the outside.
So directly from her
there.
ocular nerve to her brain.
That's
pretty interesting.
Thinking.
Yeah, that's actually interesting scientifically. I'm not sure if that is even possible, but it is interesting.
Well, it's science fiction. It's science fiction. So
yeah,
we're going to say it's possible.
Yeah. I took quite exception with the fact that it took an entire rotation of the planet for the aliens to scan us.
Yeah, it seems like they would, even if they just have one ship, wouldn't they be able to knock off our satellites, maybe go off our satellites
Well,
and
they
get
were they were
everything?
able they were able to send the pulse around the entire planet all at the
That's
same
true.
time. So
That's true.
what's up with that?
Yeah, they should have surveillance on our entire planet.
So these are
I
things
don't
that we
know.
need to be thinking about for when the aliens do come and actually, you know, attempt to invade our planet, if it
Well,
hasn't
if we're
happened already.
lucky, yeah. Yeah. If we're lucky, they'll have flaws just like these aliens. We can hope.
We can hope. We can hope. Um, who is it? Catherine decides she has to go out and look for her sister.
Yeah.
This is where I got I got a little I don't know. I guess H.G. Wells would consider me an imperialist because
Okay.
I wanted Catherine to show the military guards she was in charge by any means necessary. This is my sister. I'm going to go save her no matter what.
Yeah.
But, she has to do it the nice way. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Shoot me?
Well, they have the guns. They might. You never know. I mean, you're dealing with people here, and you never know. One of them make a Rogan shooter.
That's why I think she should have taken a gun herself.
Well, in real life, I think she should have stayed home or stayed at the satellite office because she's not trained for this. She's not a soldier, and she really does impede them.
That
So
is true.
in
She does.
yeah,
She puts them in a lot of danger. Not only that,
right.
but um, she, she found a little girl,
I know.
took the little girl to the town where the little
Yeah.
girl gets killed by aliens. What?
I know. It's like she obviously does not. I mean, no one would really know what they're doing in the circumstance, I guess, but it's like that backfires. She tries to do good stuff and it backfires. So
Yeah, and that
maybe
that little girl was actually very smart. She was
she
just
was.
unlucky. I mean, yeah, hiding in a fridge, that's a
Yeah,
great idea.
it seemed good, but they knew she was there. They,
Yeah.
you know,
These things have to
they're
be able
really
to
good at
think.
tracking.
These things
Hmm.
have to be able to think for themselves. And come on, you cannot tell me they did not use the Boston Dynamics robot dog as the model for these things.
They do seem dog-like. They seem like dogs. Hmm.
If you look at the Boston Dynamics robot, it looks like 99.9% exact.
They may have. Boston's gonna be like, "Hey, you used our design." But that begs the question: if these are the dogs, who are the owners?
Yeah, I know.
That's
We
gonna be
haven't
interesting.
exactly. We haven't seen the aliens, and I didn't get to see any aliens except for these things. But these things do have brains. At least they have the core
Yep,
central of the brain inside
at least
their
rudimentary.
yeah
Hmm.
enough enough so that they can be fed instructions and move their little exoskeletons around.
Yep, and they can use their little antennas to sniff out where people are. But
Sai
yeah,
says,
if these are just
Sai
the
says
foot
Adam
soldiers, yeah.
Savage. Sai says Adam Savage has one. I think he's talking about the Boston Dynamics robot.
Oh,
He wants
and
one now.
his dog.
Yes. No torn ACLs. Yes.
They yeah, no expensive vet bills. Although, I mean, you still may have to have them worked on, and that could be expensive too if they malfunction. So
Yeah, and
who
they're not.
knows?
I don't think the Boston Dynamics pets are coming with warranties. I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. As is. Yeah. You need to be an engineer if you're going to fix it. Which Cy could probably fix it. I'm sure he could fix his Boston dog. Boston engineered dog.
I'm a little concerned that Cy wants one because I'm pretty sure that Cy could actually put a brain in there.
Probably could be a little mini me, little mini Cy.
That's it. Cy's
We're
going to
giving him
take over the
ideas.
world. He's going to take over the world.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm his friend, so I feel fairly secure. I'm on your side.
I find it interesting that the animals. Well, I think we only saw one animal. Two. No, we saw two animals. One animal, I don't think anybody else noticed. There was the dog in the beginning, and I don't think anybody else noticed. There was a cat in one of.
I did not notice.
There was a cat wandering around the cars and in one of the London scenes.
I did not notice. So the cats will inherit the earth.
The cats. Oh, I hope not. They'll destroy it. They will. First thing they will do is kill all the birds.
Yeah, that'll be sad.
But
and all the lizards.
I didn't see any birds either.
Maybe they flew away. Maybe they were smart and flew away.
But you had to be in like metal or underground. That's one of the things that was kind of weird. I mean, so the dog survived, but that was the only thing we really saw. And then I didn't notice any birds in the outside, but they could have photoshopped them out. Maybe they just didn't notice the cat.
Maybe they thought that would be too distracting. But I mean, if the animals did survive, it seems like we would be seeing more animals. Unless they're hiding.
That is true. I would really be expecting to see, people who had been walking their pets.
Yeah, they would. The pets would still be there. Probably
I'd expect the pets to still be around. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, not after it's only been half a day.
How long does it take for a dog to start chomping down?
A couple. I
do worry about that.
A couple of days to get hungry enough to do that.
Okay.
I think they'd try to feed themselves first.
I would hope. I really do. I think about all the animals who are probably locked in their houses, and I get upset thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's not real, Lola. It's not real.
So I noticed before the pulse happened, so Sarah and the kids in the car were hearing shots fired, and they were like,
yeah,
Mom, do something, Mom, do something, Mom, do something, driving her to distract.
Mom's a bitch. Mom's not going to do anything.
Yeah, after that, they have when they have to go, start walking the next day, they have to start walking home. They come across, and I think the name is Kareem. Really sorry if it is not.
Is
Kareem,
it
the black immigrant?
Yeah,
he was in Calais.
Sudanese.
He was in Calais, France. In
a
immigrant camps.
Yeah.
He gets into a truck to try to get out of Calais. His friend gets captured. But he made it out. Yep. And then the truck stops, I guess, close enough to London where everybody else is. He goes into a convenience store. He gets stabbed and then accidentally shoots the old guy running the store.
That was rough.
I could see I can see how that would happen. That really suck.
The store owner should have chilled. I mean, it's obviously the apocalypse. Let the guy have a yoo-hoo or whatever.
I don't think the old guy really knew it was the apocalypse. I think he just thought
he should have
the power had gone out and
Okay.
And he was shocked.
Well, maybe he should have looked outside or something.
Yeah, I know. He seemed shocked that somebody would come in his store and steal.
Okay, I guess. I don't know. He should have taken the pulse of the city. Looked out and been like, oh, there are people just laying out. Okay. Maybe things are going badly.
Poor Kareem is sitting there stabbed when Sarah and the kids go in, and then Sarah doesn't want to help him at all. Was it you that said she didn't even offer him a tampon to stick in his wound?
No, someone else said that, but she could have done something.
I keep
Jesus,
thinking to
what kind
myself
of
that actually would have been the perfect thing to do right there. Like the wound was big
Oh,
enough.
that was Sai. Sai said that was him.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
so that was
That
yeah.
Sai said that he was him.
Give a tampon.
Give him something, for God's sake.
So this guy has to drag himself out in the street, but to be fair, so when Sarah refuses to help him, he tries to take the daughter hostage to force them to help him.
Yeah. Yeah,
mistake
I was
number
not a
2.
fan of that.
Mistake number 2. You have a weapon, you're not willing to use it. If you're going to take someone hostage, you better be willing to kill your hostage in order to get what you want.
So you're saying he should have killed Emily?
No, I'm saying he never should have used it. He never should have taken the weapon.
Yeah.
Not willing to back up his threat. You have to be willing to use the weapon that you have in your hand to get what you want. Otherwise, put that weapon away. It is useless if you're going to use it in that fashion.
Well, I will say he knows how to use a weapon. It's insinuated he was a child soldier. So he knows how to use it. Maybe he was just kind of in shock at the situation.
Yeah, but I mean, he shouldn't have taken her hostage. He really should not have.
No, he shouldn't have done that. He should not have done that.
Because he couldn't.
I don't think I would do that.
Couldn't. He obviously couldn't get the job done. He should have just.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just sit here and die.
Just leave me.
And hopefully,
like, whatever, it's on you.
Hopefully, guilt would have done the trick because the kids were already on his side.
Yeah, the kids wanted to help.
It's possible that they could have guilted their mother into helping him.
I would have been like, Mom, what kind of people are we? This man is dying. Come on. I mean, geez. You're supposed to be an example for your children.
So in that situation, I had to ask myself, how
you'd shoot her.
How far? Well, if I was her, that's the thing. If I was her,
okay.
I've had kids.
Yeah.
How far would I go? Would I ditch an obviously hurt individual and just leave? Kids in tow? I don't think I would. I don't think I would.
It's just bad karma. Even if you're, yeah.
I would make him give up his weapons.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But I mean, if it hadn't escalated, he would have never used his weapon on Emily. If the mother just helped him from the beginning, it would have been more peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, I thought he actually got the weapons from an unsecured police car, but now I realize that after hearing the shots, that's probably where the shots came from. Was they were using the weapons when the EMP struck, and then just fell down.
Okay,
so he had access to them. Like they weren't just like sitting in the back of the police car, like
they were probably out on the ground, huh?
I'll just chuck them in the back. They'll be safe back there. No, they didn't do that. They're not that bad in London.
No. Well, in London, I mean, police generally don't carry weapons, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Not regular police. A SWAT team might.
I think there are weapons that their weapons are probably secured in the boot until they're ready to use them.
Maybe.
But they were using them.
Yeah.
I think it had become stressful enough that probably somebody went nuts and they had to start firing, and that's when we first heard the shots when they were in the car.
Yeah. That sucks.
Where were we? Oh,
I know. I'm trying to figure out where
there.
we are.
So, who was it that said it makes no sense? Catherine. Was it Catherine that said it makes no sense, or was it? I can't remember. I actually did not say who. It makes no sense. It makes sense to them.
Do you think it was Bill and Helen? Or
I think it might have been Helen that said it makes sense to them. It was either Helen or Catherine that said it makes sense to them. Oh, yes, it was. It was Catherine. She was
okay.
She was upset over the death of the child.
Oh yeah.
Trying to figure out, why are the aliens here? Why would the aliens bother to invade Earth? We still don't know. You
I
know,
guess we've got resources.
but as Catherine pointed out, there are plenty of the same minerals and such on other planets that would have been much closer to where they supposedly came from.
That's true.
So
maybe they need people. Maybe they want Soylent Green.
yeah, either they want that or and obviously I'm thinking from somebody who purposely ignoring the fact that I've read War of the Worlds.
Okay.
Purposely
I think this is a totally different take. Yeah.
So yeah, Catherine was saying that it only makes sense to the aliens why they're here.
They know why they're there. They know. Eventually, we'll find out.
Sai says the whole part of what's his name again? Kareem.
Bill?
The whole part of Kareem getting in the empty tanker was a bit questionable towards his character. I don't think so, because if he was trying to escape a French immigrant camp, I think he would have taken any means necessary in order to just get out. And he knew that, that was their plan, was to get in a truck, hopefully to get in a semi, but they got caught. His buddy got hauled off, and the only place he could hide was inside that tanker. Thank goodness it was empty. I don't know what he would have done if it was full.
He was lucky. I wonder how surprised he was to end up in London from France to England.
If it was a major shipping point, I don't know. Maybe I don't know much about the shipping point from France to London, so beats me. And I don't know and I don't know how they got through the whole tunnel, because it was already starting to back up by the time that happened. So weird. Oh, there you are.
Oh, am I gone? I'm here.
You're hesitating every once in a while, but you're still there.
Oh. Do I look okay? I'm doing the robot.
Hair still looks beautiful. Thank
you. I worked really hard on it.
Aha, here we are. Episode 3. Where the drone, episode 3 just seemed to be more the same for me. Aside from the fact that we saw Ash, who was I guess the last real human being left on Earth, because he took all the babies that were in the hospital.
I love this guy.
He took them down to the basement to save them.
Yeah. I love
he's taking
that guy.
care
He's
of
so awesome.
All the babies. There are at least 7 babies. Babies.
I think more than 7.
I had trouble caring for 1.
Could you imagine that many?
How is this guy still alive trying to care for more than 7?
And I guess there's formula there. I don't know how he's feeding them.
Yeah, yeah, I think labor and delivery would have had plenty of formula.
Okay, good.
Plenty. Absolutely plenty.
Good.
Now, how he got some of those kids to drink formula, I don't know. It was hard enough for me to get my kid to switch to formula.
I don't know. And imagine all those babies and they're wetting themselves. You're having to clean their diapers all the time.
Constantly.
He is a
I
good
mean,
man.
yeah, yep. He
I think he's my favorite.
begs Sarah, like, you're a mom, right?
You
You
know
can
about
help
babies.
me.
Come on, you're coming now. Come on, lady.
I think Ash would have gotten on his knees.
Mm-hmm.
On his
And
knees.
begged.
He would have licked her boots
Yeah.
if he could just have an hour of sleep.
Please come and help me. Please. Guilting her. Be a human. Just be a human for goodness sake.
Uh, Unfortunately, we saw where Dan works.
Oh, yeah, the bunker.
So
Yeah.
I don't know whose kids those were. They couldn't have been Dan's kids. They were someone else's.
I didn't quite get why he was in that bunker. I just didn't quite get that part at all.
I think he worked there.
Oh, okay. What
I think
was he
worked
doing?
there. I think they were part of the security network.
Okay. I say that like I know.
And
Okay.
here's the big fat no. They opened the door. One, if this is a place for security, which it appeared to be, because Dan actually sent that tweet from the official Twitter of the British government.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he sent the tweet from the
I'm
British
gonna have to
government
rewatch that.
warning people an attack is imminent. Take
Okay.
shelter, here.
Okay.
Because his dad had told him.
Okay.
And yeah, because nobody would do anything. He told his supervisor. His supervisor said, "Oh yeah, we know about it. You're not going to tell anybody?
Yeah.
No, not until everything's confirmed, because we don't want panic on our hands." So
Shark faces.
Dan thought about it and thought about it and went, people just have to know. So he sent the tweet
Good for
from
Dan.
the Twitter account, and that's how people started knowing, and people actually managed to get into the subway and into some places in
Good.
time.
He saved a lot of people.
Unfortunately, in the bunker, they they sent volunteers out to go see what happened. I don't understand why they wouldn't have drones of their own if this was a security place. Two, why wouldn't they have a security airlock? But I guess it's not reality, it's movie.
Yes, it's a TV show.
So they open the door, and the drones get in.
Yep.
And pretty much kill everybody. I don't know how the woman survived. The woman had to have been there. The kids were hiding under a bed, and they got, they were like target number one.
That's so depressing. Poor kids.
Poor kids. But at least we know it wasn't real.
Yeah, it's not real. And now that put a damper on one of my theories, because I thought that, because, Emily, she's getting her sight back, though it's kind of odd, and she can hear the creatures. I thought maybe it was like a Falling Skies thing where they're going to use the kids, make them like them. But now that I think about it, the little girl in France got killed and these kids got killed. So that's not the case. They're not using kids.
No,
Okay.
they appear to literally be trying to exterminate
The human race.
Person.
Yep.
I don't see animals around. Are they taking the animals is this the resource they want? Do they want our
Maybe.
pets?
Maybe the secret life of pets. Maybe the pets called them. The pets are like, come, liberate us. Get us out of this nightmare.
Tweets during apocalypses should be taken with a grain of salt. Well, if it's from the official British
Government.
Twitter,
if it says run, if it's from, HRH and it says run, I'm running.
I mean, now I'd be pretty skeptical if it came from the White House, but
Well, that's a different thing. Well, and one thing I can say about his Orange Highness is at least he uses his own Twitter account for the crap he spews.
That's true.
He's not using at POTUS. He's using at his own. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, Bill and Helen do find Dan.
Yeah, wah, wah, wah. I was bummed about that.
Dan didn't make it, which made me
No.
sad because
Made me sad
Dan's a
too.
nice guy and Bill's a jerk.
Bill's a dick.
Bill's a smart jerk.
I guess we need Bill because apparently he knows how to fix neurological stuff. So,
well, and as Helen pointed out, Bill can probably create biological weapons.
and that's good. So we need him, even though he's a dick.
Which is another mark of imperialism. So I don't think H.G. Wells would have liked this adaptation
Probably
very
not.
much.
We need the jerk. We need him. It's meritocracy with the most talented rise above.
Yeah.
We need him. But I was surprised that Dan ended up dead because usually in TV shows, if someone's going out to look for someone, they're going to reunite because we're just used to that. But not in this case.
I really think George R.R. Martin, pardon me, changed the way we think about the people we save.
Yeah. Not everyone is meant to be saved. He
really took the phrase "kill your darlings" to the next level.
Literally. He took it literally. It's like, kill your children. Kill them all. No, really. Kill them. And I would say the same thing about The Walking Dead, too, because this reminds me of, did you watch The Walking Dead when they were looking for Sophia, the little girl?
I don't remember. I think I watched the first 3 seasons and that was it.
Okay, then you might remember. Oh God, what's her name? Carol's little girl. Remember? Carol.
I have the picture in my head, but I don't remember the name. I'm horrible.
All right. Well, no, that's okay. They spent half a season looking for Carol's little girl.
And I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. And I kept thinking they're going to find her because we're brainwashed to think that children always survive in shows,
Yes.
And I kept thinking they're going to find her. And they spent half a season trying to find her. Oh, and they found her. She was not the same.
No, she was not the same. No.
So I think that kind of woke me up to, okay, so maybe the innocent child isn't always going to survive.
At least I haven't seen any zombies in this film. If I had seen,
not yet.
Okay, if I had seen any zombies, I think it would have been okay. I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't cross those streams.
No, don't cross the H2L stream with the Walking Dead. That not unless you're going to make it like a dinosaur fantasy. That would be cute. But don't mess with too badly with my War of the Worlds. The interaction between characters in this is actually pretty good up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
Except, I mean, we saw a suicide. That was not pleasant. At least they had the sense not to kill any of the babies.
Are you talking about War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
uh, after they found Dan, Helen ran into the bathroom. She started taking something.
Yeah, that worried me. I thought she was trying to kill herself.
I thought that was going to be
I-
like a second suicide because
I
she had
thought she was.
because when she was trying to explain to Bill why the
Mhm.
other woman committed suicide, she kept, well, what would you do?
Yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't do that. I could never I could never do that, even if my kids had been killed.
Well, but you don't know how you'll feel in that situation. You really don't know, especially if you're facing the apocalypse, aliens coming to kill you. You just don't know.
So, I mean, I thought it is possibility, but she walked out and then started questioning Bill on whether he could create a biological weapon and said, I want you to kill all of them.
I think she got her steel back. What I read into it was I felt like she was trying to commit suicide, but before she got to the point of no return, she kind of steeled herself and she said, no, no, I'm not going to do this. We're
Yeah.
going to take those bastards down.
Yeah.
I think she got her second win, basically.
That'd be weird if she became like this really like beefed out, you know,
Like
woman, double
uh,
weapons and
like Furiosa in
yeah,
the newer Mad Max. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. That would be awesome.
or Tank Girl without the humorous
Yeah,
attitude. Like,
yeah, yeah. I like that. Okay. I mean, she could ditch Bill, although he does know how to do all that neuroscience stuff, but she
it
could
doesn't
learn from him.
matter. But well, okay. Bill obviously needs Helen. Helen doesn't need Bill except for what he can do.
Yeah.
They can each do their own things separately
Yeah, that's
because
true.
Bill is obviously so intent on these life forms, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
He could dive into that and forget the entire world, forget Helen, forget
And we don't
everything.
have to see him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to see him. He can stay in his little lab.
Self-isolate.
And we can just go, take a look at what the others are doing to make the apocalyptic world better.
Yep. Helen could mention, well, like, oh, Bill, yeah, he's back fine tuning the weapon or whatever. And then she could go out and be like, boom, 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 boom.
Now, the very last thing I saw was Emily got her sight back again.
Yep, it comes in and out.
She wanders down and sees one of the drones. And I was very happy to see her fear response is immediate. She ducks down
Yep.
and like she's going, oh my God, that's
She knows.
good girl. Good girl.
Yep,
You're
good
afraid
girl.
of them.
She knows something's wrong.
Be afraid. Be very
Be
afraid.
very afraid. Mm-hmm.
And then we see the robots at the hospital door.
Yeah, they're here.
And that's it. That's all I got to watch. like, oh my
Yep.
God. I have
Yep.
to wait until EPIX actually makes it available for purchase or something because I don't want to sign up to EPIX.
Or maybe a free preview. Maybe they'll have a free preview at some point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the whole thing was available until I went to watch episode number 4.
Oh, yeah.
And then from episode number 4 onwards, it was EPIX only. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
they
God.
do that. They give you a few and they're like, nope, that's all you get. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. So I hate and love cliffhangers.
It depends on the show. If it's a show that's going to get canceled, then I hate it because you don't ever get a resolution.
Well, I don't think like the first season is the end of it, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't. Oh, you didn't.
I don't.
You didn't watch.
I'm only on episode 5. I'm only on
Oh,
episode
okay.
5.
Because the very
I don't
last,
know where they're going to go with it.
the very last review I read said that there would be a season 2. Now,
I think
obviously, life right now being what it is, they can't they can't be filming right. Well, now might be the best time to film.
Well, but
But
they're not
obviously
allowed to congregate.
yeah, they're not allowed to congregate, so they can't,
Mhm.
film actual,
Mhm.
unless it's just like a cameraman and a, you know, but they're not getting
Yeah, and
anything
even then
done.
you need craft services, you need other things. Huh.
We might have to wait until
Yeah.
2021 to get anything at all.
Yeah.
Whatever they were
There's a lot of filming that stopped.
whatever
Mhm.
had to be filmed stopped, and now we're just gonna have to wait. But it was it was watchable up until this point, and I would have kept watching. I would have kept
Yep.
watching. It might have been kind of disastrous in the scientific realm, but I think the interpersonal strife between these players is just enough that it kept me interested.
It was interesting. Um, I would not pay for this. If I didn't already have EPIX, I wouldn't go out of my way to get EPIX for it. I don't think it's that good.
So, if you're on episode 5, are you going to watch the rest of the episodes, or are there other things that
Yeah,
are more interesting to you right now?
there's a lot that I want to watch. I started watching something on Netflix, but I don't think I'm going to finish because it's kind of boring. It's called Code 8, and it has Stephen and Robbie Amell on it. And I really wanted to like it because I like them, but it's boring.
Uh,
It's about like a futuristic world where some people have powers, and of course, the people with powers are vilified. It's X-Men, but without the cool effects, and it's just kind of boring. So I don't
you
know.
said it's
I think
code.
I have that choice paralysis. 8, like the number 8, Code 8.
Ah, hashtag Black AF just showed up on a Netflix recommendation.
Black AF? What's that?
Hashtag Black, capital A, capital F.
Have no idea what that's talking about.
It's basically a series about people of color. It's a Netflix
Okay.
original about a
Mm,
that's something that I've been actually waiting for to Netflix.
okay.
I think I watched a total of 5 minutes of Tiger King.
I watched the first episode. I feel no great urge to continue. They're all crazy. All of
No,
them.
no, they're all
They're
just
gross crazy.
hashtag crazy AF. They have hashtag crazy AF.
AF. Yeah, they're dangerous crazy. I don't want to have anything to do with any of them. What else? I know there's other stuff I want to watch. Oh, I was talking about Deb
Yes,
with my
Cybernaut. That's
friend
it. Yes,
earlier. I
Cybernaut.
still
That's
haven't watched that.
exactly. Cybernaut has it,
What?
and Cybernaut says we should watch Ozark.
Yeah, one day I'll watch it. Clint watches it. There's so much to watch. Sai
Yeah,
says he
new episodes of
refuses to
Ozark.
watch stupidity. It's like Borat.
Yep, Tiger King was definitely brain sucking. Not even soul sucking, it's brain sucking. Like you feel the intelligence draining out of you as you watch.
It's like, oh God, this is so gross. And I read an article about it that said that you don't see this in the show, but apparently he would feed whole horses to the cats. That was like some kind of thing I read. Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
Well, if you want something better to do with your time, I know exactly what we can do.
Humble Bundle?
Humble Bundle.
I love Humble Bundle. I haven't even looked lately to see what they have. Remember, I tried to order something on Humble Bundle and kept rejecting my card. I was not happy about that.
Well, our first, if I can get the copy, the first link is artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is this
Okay,
is perfect for the apocalypse.
you got that one right.
And it's going up on Twitter right now.
Ooh.
1084 $1,084 worth of awesome Morgan and Claypool books like Essentials of Game Theory, Natural Language Processing, and Creating Autonomous Vehicle Systems.
Hmm.
Autonomous Vehicle Systems. That actually sounds really cool to me. It is a whole bunch of actual, looks like really highly technical textbooks.
Yeah.
Algorithms for reinforced learning. Yeah, if you're into AI, you're gonna absolutely love this this bundle. Fifteen
And
dollars,
what I want,
$50 or more. $15 or more gets you pretty much everything.
and
Detecting
I
fake
put it,
news on social media.
what
Ooh,
is it?
detecting fake news on social media.
Oh, I
Everyone
think
should
it's
read
not
that.
too hard. I'm
Everyone
pretty
should
good
read
at
that.
detecting fake news. And what I want to get is the Jonathan Hickman collection from Image Comics. That's what I'm going to try to get if it doesn't reject my card again.
Oh,
Hmm.
if okay, Twitter doesn't want to let me change my profile. Here we go. Beery, good. Humble bundle link going up right.
Oh, and there's also a work remote bundle that comes with Word Perfect Office. That's pretty good. Huh, I wonder what all is in Word Perfect Office besides Word Perfect.
And link link is up on our Twitter at BeeryGE right now.
Ooh,
I think we have War. We also have a Warhammer Warhammer 40K series by Black
yeah,
Library,
yeah.
which is it's much more entertainment than artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get that Jonathan Hickman bundle again. $15.
Oop. Oh, of course, I am forgetting to put in the appropriate at signs for our links. And a Warhammer, you get Yarrick Imperial Creed, two Fabius Bile Primogenitor. The whole world of 40K,
Decline my card
the world
again.
of 40K actually intrigues me.
Okay.
King's Blade,
It declined my card again. I'm gonna pay with PayPal.
Lovely, lovely books. A lot of lovely Warhammer books.
Hmm.
Oh,
Speaking of Warhammer, someone was taking pictures of themselves painting the little figurines. Who was that? I don't remember.
I've seen a lot of people doing that, and there are still some people there are still some people able to do that on on their own, which
Yeah.
it's difficult to do. I think those are the humble bundles we have too.
Yeah, that's all that I was interested in. Okay, I used my Discover card. It kept rejecting my bank card. I'm like, what the heck? Come on, people, come on. I got it. Get your comics.
I
Get my
think
comics.
my 9% is almost gone. I'm down to my very last sip.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm almost done with the glass I poured of the port wine. That's so
Now,
sad.
now, if you're at home and you're running out of beer and you just can't find the beer you want,
Mhm,
your solution: make it yourself.
mhm.
And if you need the
You can make
tools,
beer. You
yeah,
can do that.
you can. And if you need the tools, you need the information, go look on our Twitter at BeeryGE, and there's a link to Brewers Friend, which will help you get started. In case it includes all the tools and the
Oh,
know-how needed to get you started brewing
good.
your first batch of beer. And I can tell you from personal experience, it is totally worth it because you can create the flavor you want,
Good.
create all the hop bombs. If you like your hop bombs, you can create that nice hoppy red. You can create a nice smooth chocolatey stout. Whatever you want, you can make it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Long time ago, I used to make beer. I don't think I could do it by myself, though. I had to have help with the large fats. They were heavy.
Yeah, it can get a lot of that equipment can get a little heavy, and sometimes you gotta figure out how to get around it. That's nice. The Brewers Friend discussion boards can help you with that too.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not sure what we're going to do for our next episode, but I'm sure.
Well, should we? It's gonna be a social issue, right?
Yeah, we should do a politics and controversy episode.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking maybe we could talk about how people are opening up their beaches like fools. And Nebraska is going to open up a mall next week.
Yeah, we have not done any commentary at all on coronavirus, so we could take an
Mm-mm.
opportunity to do that next time.
Makes sense to me because that's pretty much what's on my mind.
And hopefully in 2 weeks,
We could see if the
hopefully,
numbers have gone up any.
yeah, well, hopefully in the next 2 weeks we're going to see numbers, dropping down. That would be fantastic. I really hope. Let's hope.
It hasn't happened yet. They've Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Um, they've adjusted. They did something that I kind of wish they wouldn't because it's going to fuel the conspiracy theories. They've adjusted the death toll to include suspected cases, so that's why there was a big jump from like 32,000 to it's like 37,000 now.
Oh yeah.
And I wish they wouldn't have done that because I can already hear it now. People are going to be like, "Oh, they just made that number up." It's just going to fuel the conspiracy people. I
Yep.
wish they would have two columns: confirmed deaths and suspected deaths, because I don't want any room for yahoos to claim that they're fake numbers. fake news.
Well, I know I've heard a few decent podcasts on actual reliable scientific information, and we can definitely talk about some of the conspiracies that are out
Yeah,
there and some of the questionable judgment calls
yeah.
that some of our world leaders have made. We can definitely talk about that
Oh,
next
there've been
time.
a lot of those. There have been a lot of those. Okay.
Well, this has been absolutely fantastic, and I'm happy to report that my new book is in the editor's hands.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you're done with your
No,
part, right?
no, no, I'm not done with my part. Champions of Floral hits
No,
the editor's
no,
hands.
not done with your part. No.
Yeah, when the editor's done with it, I have to take it back and make it better. It's not done by a
Oh,
long
so you
shot
still
yet,
have
but
to
it
do
is.
another pass?
Yeah, it is going through. The editor's going to tell me all the, all the illogical, weird, junky stuff. But
Uh,
he says it's not so far in the first couple of chapters. He says it's not bad. So
good,
I have hope for
good.
Champions of Plural. I
Okay.
really do.
I have hopes too. They're gonna champion.
Champions. And
That's why they're champions.
you can
Yay!
find all of my books available at lindatepler.com. That's TEPPLER.com. Lola, where can we find you?
Well, I'm gonna do a special self self shout out to my new podcast, which I'm trying to get the RSS feed to work. But if you want to listen to it, you can go to lolalaracy.com/podcast. I've got 2 episodes up so far, and I'm going to be editing the 3rd episode this weekend.
Yay! All right.
Yay!
Well, that's going to do it for tonight. If you want to talk to us, don't forget to go on to at Beery GE on Twitter. You can also look us up on pretty much anywhere you can type in Beery Good Entertainment. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're pretty much everywhere now. And go ahead and talk to us. Share your favorite beer, share your favorite beer making recipe, share your favorite conspiracy theory, and we'll be happy to discuss it with you. Guys, it's been so great drinking beer with you and spending a little bit of time talking about War of the Worlds. We hope that you have a really great day, and we hope that you have had and will have a really great beer.
Thank you.